everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today, update number 2. So the second update for a pan for Walt Disney. Of course, I'm on a mission to get all 100 prompts done, which is a very ambitious goal, or at least work on all 100 prompts. And I have a lot of things moving in and out of today's update, and I've got some long-term items because otherwise it gets boring if everything's refreshed. And we want to have some movement on getting items out as well. So I've got a random number of prompts. I'll be rolling in a random number of prompts. We got lots to discuss. So let's start off. Again, these are going to be from oldest to newest. So we're going to start off with my facial SPF. This one is from Roche-Posay. This is their Dry Touch Gel Cream SPF 60, which is in for the prompt of Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior. This is like my defensive, it's going to protect me kind of thing. So it's going to work with me here. Now, this is really hard to mark, you guys, because it doesn't, like, I keep it up like this. So it should theoretically settle, but you kind of have to, like, hit it, unfortunately. So I marked approximately up here last time. It's approximately down here now. That use would have been fairly consistent to last month, but, you know, it's kind of hard to tell because there's still product. There's air gaps down here. There's product up at the sides. It's kind of a disaster, so we're just going to move on from that one. The goal, however, is to finish it. As is this next goal, which was cowbells. So I had rolled in the Pixi Skintreats Peel and Polish Resurfacing Concentrate. I use this one in the showers on nights when I'm not doing a mask, so this kind of becomes my mask. It's obviously an exfoliating type product. And I can't see through with a flashlight, so it's just a guesstimation on the field test, approximately here to approximately here. So using it a couple times, but not a whole heck of a lot. All right, for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I picked the prompt of red lipstick, so I kind of adjusted it slightly to red lip liner. This was from St. Luxe, their lip liner in Carnelian. And my goal was to use this 25 times, and that is over the entirety. So I don't just line my lips with this, I do fill in as well. I have used it 18 additional times since my last update, bringing me to 25 uses in the project. This is all that's left. So this is probably going to be on my plan to pan list for 2025. That's so wow. So wow to say 2025. So that's going to be on the list for next year because there's not much left, and just to get it done, because I'm not big on lip liners, and I'm not so sure about that particular shade of red. Next up was the Sword in the Stone. So anytime I am using a powder eyeshadow on my eyes, my helping item here is my Sandbar eyeshadow primer. It's the Shadowlight Long Wearing Eyeshadow Primer. You guys can see this is just about gone in there. You can still get a tiny bit of product. I am going to have my husband take the stopper out of this one, and I'll see how much I can pull out because this isn't going to be too messy, I don't think. But yeah, this is so close to being done. I'm so excited. For the Descendants, so something that's going to make a big change on your makeup, really kind of switch things up a little bit for you. Mascara is that for me. This is the mascara I've been wearing since I opened it, the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Lash Volumizing Mascara. And I'm still using it every single day. Wand looks like it gets a little clumpy. It gets a little clumpy. And we still have another month or two. Who knows? Mascara just ends when it ends. Meet the Robinsons. So something that you will continue to repurchase. So I have my Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt Soaking Solution. This is the Glow and Radiance with Vitamin C Citrus Essential Oils. This is my second bag that I've been working through, and this is probably my favorite scent, and I will continue to repurchase this one. So again, just based off the little field test here, it might be slightly high, my bad. About here last month to about here now, about 70, not so much, but I do put at least one handful in every bath. So, you know, a little bit of progress. Last of the original prompts, I had the Cheetah Girls. So you have to pick a 4-pan eyeshadow palette. So this is my Clarins quad. I'll have the name up on the screen. My goal was to use this 10 times. And with those 10 uses, I hit my goal, you can see some serious movement, especially on this all over the lid shade here. I've used it 7 times since the last month, bringing me to my 10 use goal. And so I have decided to keep this in, not in the project, but keep it in my collection. And maybe I'll revisit it in the future because it's not the best performing eyeshadow. It performs better than the other Clarins quad I had. So we'll have to see the fate of this. Now into all the stuff that's new from last time. So I have Herbie, so a product you kind of let yourself go on. So a category that kind of went a little out of control in my particular hygiene collection. So the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub. Yeah, you can see I've already finished it off, which was my goal. I started here. It had not been used before. I did end up putting more focus on this one just to get it done for this project. And I've got another scrub out of my collection. For Treasure Planet, something that you treasure in your collection or consider to be a treasure, the Fenty Beauty. This is their whipped oil body cream in Butta Drop. This was untouched, not used at all in my collection. And I've been treasuring and hoarding it because it just seemed so fancy and expensive and luxurious. And it is. And I do really like it. So what I've decided with this item is I've only used it twice, you guys. So here's my progress, not very much, because I'm only going to use this neck, chest, arms, because it just seems way too fancy and expensive just to put all over my body and just plow through it. So I'm going to be very selective, which means progress will be slow on this, you guys. And as you guys can see, like if I was to mark it, it would be like literally like maybe on that line there, like not very much at all. So this is going to be a little bit slow moving, but that's okay because I just want to enjoy this body butter and treasure it. Next product was Cadet Kelly. So this was an item I had disciplined myself not to buy and then eventually went ahead and bought it. So I have selected my Bath & Body Works Exfoliating Lip Scrub in Banana Bonanza. And I had held off on buying the Bath & Body Works lip scrubs in general, and then this scent in particular because I kind of really wanted it when I first saw it. This was untouched as of the last update, completely brand new. And this is where I am at now. So a bit of progress. It always moves slowest at the start. So if I was to mark it, it would be, yeah, basically at the top of this part of the packaging here. So a bit of progress on it, not the most, because I did finish off my previous lip scrub before I started using this one, but it is getting used now, month and a half. Alice in Wonderland is one of those hard to find items. So I had selected from Mary Kay their Satin Hands Protecting Softener. This is fragrance free. One, it's Mary Kay, so not very easy for a lot of people to get. And also the Satin Hands, their Protecting Softener, to my knowledge at least, only comes in the hand trio. It comes with this, a scrub, and a hand cream. So also not super easy to get your hands on. This was kind of a gimme product, but I was bad at using it. I was here, so not very much left, and I just managed to get this done. Generally, I use this on my feet, and then go in with a foot cream on top, and I don't like doing a whole lot with the feet, so that's part of the reason why. Sometimes I did use this on my hands as well before I go with the exfoliator on the hands. But yeah, got this guy finished off. All right, we need to talk about this next item, you guys. Inspector Gadget. So an item that you had to research to figure out how to use. And that is this guy here from L'Oreal. This is their Extraordinary Oil Curls and Waves Curl Taming Lotion. And this is a hair product that's supposed to help tame and define your curls a little bit. And it's been not too bad. And I do actually think it does make a difference. I do have it in my hair today. I've had it in my hair for some of my videos. And you can't really see it all. Shining a light through you can't see. It's probably like here-ish or so. Now, here's the thing with this item. I have experimented, because usually I shower at night. So I have put it in my hair, done the whole scrunchy thing, and the next day it really doesn't do much because you've just been sleeping on that hair for however many hours. So this is a good item for me and my hair if I use it after a morning shower. Now, here's the problem. I work full time. I prefer to shower at night. My hair especially is very thick, so it takes a while to air dry, and I personally don't own a hair dryer, or nor do I have any desire to own one, because the idea of standing there with a hair dryer for however long does not appeal to me at all, which is one of the big reasons why I shower at night. So that would mean maybe I'd get some use on this on weekends, but as the weather has started to cool down a lot over the last month, I'm probably not going to be showering twice a day on weekends because I did that after a dog walk because I was all gross and sweaty and summer weather stuff, right? So what I've decided to do, I now understand this item and how I like to use it. So I'm going to consider that a goal met, even though my goal originally was to finish this. I just think it would be really boring to come here, you know, update after update with either, hey, I didn't use this, or I used it a couple times, and you can't see the progress. Like, shining a flashlight doesn't do anything for this, so that'd be really boring for you guys anyway. So I'm just going to use this organically behind the scenes. If this is still kicking around, which it probably will be by the time next summer rolls around, when I do go back to that twice a day showering routine, maybe I'll roll it into a project then, and you guys can see that progress with me. But otherwise, it just seems like a waste of a prompt and boring, and I'm not going to do that to you guys or to myself because I would not enjoy watching it. So that's my rationale. I am going to roll this out and just amend the goal because now I understand how to use this. I know how I like it. I just need to have the situation where I'm going to use it. And the last item that I had in this project was for Pinocchio. So Pinocchio, the prompt originally is supposed to be something with your nose. So like contour, freckles, highlight. I don't contour. A highlighter I'm going to use, I don't really use highlight, like a tiny bit of highlighter on the nose, but not very much. I don't do fake freckles. So I went for a scented item instead. So I rolled in the Miss Dior. This was their Blooming Bouquet. This is the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet little fragrance sample. I couldn't tell you where this was, and I swear this was basically empty. I think I just managed to scrape out 3 uses, but it was so difficult to do. It was a very strong scent as well. So, you know what? I'm good with having this one done, and I'm going to consider that goal met because I used it up. So I have 6 items that are going to be rolling out of this project. Most of them because they were goals met. So some finish goals, some usage goals, and then that hair curling thingy majiggy is a little bit of an exception. So with 6 items rolling out, I figured that was a pretty good number to simply replace them, right? So just do another 6 items, especially in light of some of my other projects where things are really rolling in and out like crazy. So I have 6 new items I'm going to be rolling in. Of course, you're going to have seen the wheel, what I'm going to be rolling in, and let's dive into all of those fun prompts. So first off, Enchanted. Such a good movie. The prompt, of course, is how does she know that you love her, right? So going after that big musical number, and basically what we're looking at, an item in your collection, like how does that item know that you love it? So what I've opted to go for in this one, it's a new, obviously new product in your collection. So I went with my most recent Bath & Body Works hand creams that I hauled. And because again, like they're the newest hand creams in my collection, so it helps fit the prompt there. And I went for a scent that I've been enjoying, and I don't have a lot of fall scents, especially on hand creams. So that's kind of unfortunate. So I'm going to bring in this guy here. So this is a Strawberry Pound Cake in the hand cream from Bath & Body Works. Strawberry Pound Cake, as you know, fresh strawberries, whipped cream. I was going to say iceberg lunch because my brain just goes to strawberry snowflakes, but no, Strawberry Pound Cake, similar, fresh strawberries, whipped cream, and golden shortcake are your scent notes. Now, I really do love this scent. I love the formula, but I've never used a Strawberry Pound Cake hand cream up before. Now, of course, because it's Strawberry Pound Cake, whoop. Can you even? Maybe not. Okay, there you go. It is going to be more yellow because of like the vanilla. Well, it's not even vanilla. It's the shortcake note. It just blends right in. It's totally fine and okay. So I am going to set a goal to use this up. I'm still blowing through hand creams right now, and I do have a couple on the go at any given point. So I'm going to roll this one in because it will work for fall. I like this scent. And I bought 3 of these hand creams. So again, we're basically starting off full. It's like pure-ish, but I'm not going to mark it. and we'll see how we do. Next up is the movie Den Brother. So the prompt here is something that your sibling purchased for you, like gifted to you, or a brand that is owned by siblings. I have a sister, so I just went for that because it's easier. So for my birthday this year, this was one of the items I had asked for. It's already been in a project, so it's gone some use. This is the Sol de Janeiro Perfume Mist in Caroca Crush. Has scent notes of a crisp pear, pink, violet, and white cedar wood. Like, it's not the most seasonally appropriate, but it can work. I'll just kind of blast through some uses, and there you go, so you can see exactly how much I have used. I'm not going to bother marking it because my goal is only going to be an additional 10 uses, and I'll call that good. And I don't spray a ton with this, but yeah, we'll kind of see how things go. But that's what I'm going to do with this one. It was a birthday gift in May, and I'm going to use it 10 times. I have so many fragrances, though. Like, oh my goodness. And I'm not even done with fragrances in this project yet. Spoiler. Stay tuned. Okay, next prompt. Princess Protection Program, right? Our Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, like, this is especially like my Disney Channel era right here. So, Princess Protection Program. Oh, the prompt, though, is oh, the prompt is difficult. It's the royalty-themed prompt. And for me, it's mainly eyeshadows. And I've got so many, like, I just did so much with eyeshadows, you guys. So I was like, So I was going through, I'm trying to find lipsticks, lip colors, like anything else royalty-themed. It's really challenging. But there was additionally in there 2 colors that you could also pick: gold, but also purple. So I'm gonna go with a purple item because it just makes it a little bit easier. And that's surprisingly gonna be a lip color, you guys. My goodness. Yeah, you can't see anything with this packaging here, but this is from, I want to say this is Winky Luxe. I want to say that. This is their lipstick in the shade Frisky, and it is purple. It's more sheer though, and I've used this only once, you guys, but it's got a really cute little kitty cat in there. It used to have a face, but that one use already rubbed it off. So purple lipstick. Purple is a royal color, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with a 20 use goal on this particular lipstick, or lip balmy glossy thingy-majiggy, whatever this ends up being. I've only used it once, like I said. And I'm going to get 20 uses, which is going to give me a good sense of what this item is, how it works, what it does. But it's also going to let me, like, because again, this is the time of year to use this kind of color. And again, on the lips, it just comes across very glossy, juicy, doesn't last super long. Bit of berry to the color of the lips, but it's not like purple, because you guys know how I feel about purple lips, at least on myself. Zapped is the next movie, so something that is hard to control. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, you guys, I have another Miss Dior fragrance sample here, you guys. This one hasn't been used. I have used the sample this year, and obviously it's different from the one I just rolled out. Velvet Rose. Yeah, that's all it tells me about this one. What I have found with Miss Dior so far, any of their fragrances, they can be a lot. They can be quite strong. So you really cannot overspray these fragrances because they will give me a headache. I don't know whether it's just the strength of the fragrance, or it's the floralness, or the particular combination itself, or what, but it definitely fits the prompt for me. And I just shone my light through this, trying to get any semblance out, and I can't make a mark on this. It barely sounds like there's anything in here, but you know what? For this fragrance, I'm kind of okay with that. We'll get this done real quick. But yeah, Miss Dior, this is your second fragrance now that's like the tiniest, like, swish of something in there. Oh well. 2 more items, you guys. Sleeping Beauty. So something that's going to be part of your nighttime routine. Lots of directions I could go with this. And what I've decided to do, it is going to be a bit more of a long-term item, you guys. Just the way it's going to be. But I'm going to be using it anyway. So I might as well roll it into a project. And it does fit this prompt. So I generally, not always, but generally I will have a serum that I use, one for the day, one for the night. And I do want to have a serum in my like routine that has retinol in it, right? My skin seems to do fine with retinol. So I'm going to use it and see how I continue making out with it. And retinol is something I'm going to be using every other night as my night serum. So kind of get a bit of a rotation going. And should be just fine. Like that's been, so I was using retinol every night for a while. There you guys. Probably not so good, but whatever. It's fine. That's past me. So every other night is going to be the plan for this one. And the retinol I'm going to be using, again, we talked about Mary Kay earlier, and I do still have this one in my collection. So I'm going to use it up because I've already spent the money, and it does expire February of 2025. So let's get it used up now. This is from Mary Kay. This is their Clinical Solutions. This is a 0.5% retinol. So I don't know if it's still true, but when this first launched, this was the strongest retinol that you could buy without a prescription or anything attached to it. If that's still true, there we go. If it's not, it's a strong retinol, essentially. It comes with a pump, which is very, very nice. It's kind of like a yellowish color, and it does just fine on my skin. I've been using it for about a week, but that's every other night. So just a couple uses on it. So my starting off mark is right up here. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to go through it because it's been a while since I used one of these up. So we'll just kind of see what happens. But yeah, with that expiration date in mind, let's kind of get this worked through for my Sleeping Beauty prompt. Of course, retinols, they're recommended to be used at night, and you should be wearing a sunscreen with it. But hey, I got a sunscreen in this project, so we should be good. Tarzan. Oh, this prompt was also challenging. There were a couple that were challenging for me. Den Brother, Princess Protection Program, and Tarzan were a little bit hard. Tarzan is an item that makes you feel wild, and you love it. Which I guess for me, the closest I would feel that is like, this is a product that makes me feel sassy. Maybe a little sassy. But, so I've kind of slightly adjusted this prompt for something that you might find in the wild. It's got like kind of like natural looking packaging. So let's just go with that. Close enough? Close enough. It's 100 prompts, you guys. This is from Physicians Formula. This is their Muru Butter Gloss Balm Lip Cream. Found it. It's their lip cream in the shade Brazilian Nut. Now, this also would have worked for the prompt Zap because it seems that once you turn this, you can't turn it back down. So, I've used this also once just to kind of test it out. I think this is going to be a good fall color, and I'm just going to play with it. So, again, same thing as the other lip product, 20 uses on this, and this doesn't last very long on lips because it's like a balm, essentially. I've got two kind of lip balmy things. That one lasts longer than this one, but this feels really nice. And, you know, it's got kind of like that wild jungle packaging there, so good enough, I think. Let's take a moment now. Let's talk about my goals for next month. So I've set aside 2, 4, 6 items, once again, that I would like to meet my goal on, whether that's a usage goal or a rolling out goal, because again, I got 100 prompts to get through. So let's do this. Goal number 1 is on that eyeshadow primer. We're going to get that stopper taken out, see how much more use I can get out of this guy. Again, I use this one every day that I use a powder eyeshadow. And then all the other goals are on new things I just rolled in. Crazy how that works out. The hand cream for Enchanted. Finish that. Get my 10 uses for Den Brother on the Sol de Janeiro spray. Get my 20 uses on this lipstick for Princess Protection Program. Finish the little perfume sample of the Miss Dior for Zapped. And finally, for Tarzan, get my 20 uses on this lip cream. Is that what we decided this was? Yes, lip cream. And see what I can do with all of those. Everything else, of course, is going to continue to get progress, so don't worry about that. But that is going to wrap up today's update. So that's everything I have for you. So again, subscribe so you don't miss this update in 1 month. And of course, if you enjoy panty content, don't worry, I got you covered. I got everything organized in playlists to make for easy viewing for you guys. But that's going to wrap up today's video. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one very soon. Have a wonderful day.